Get ready for action, because Joel Embiid is probable for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Knicks. We break down exactly what this means for the upcoming matchup and why this injury update is huge for the series.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
The New York Knicks showed incredible strategy in Game 1, exploiting the Philadelphia 76ers' exhaustion and putting Joel Embiid in pick-and-roll actions 27 times. We dive deep into the tactical brilliance of Mike Brown's adjustments and what this tells us about the team's readiness. Then we turn to the intensity of the game, with Jaylen Brown calling out the refs and Joel Embiid flopping. We examine the controversy surrounding Brown's comments and the pressure Embiid is under right now. Finally, an NFL legend weighs in, as Tiki Barber calls out Joel Embiid for injury complaints during the 76ers playoff run. Find out what this veteran has to say about playing through pain and what it means for Embiid's performance moving forward. Don't miss the rest of the analysis. Philadelphia 76ers star Joel Embiid is expected to play in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the New York Knicks on Wednesday. According to Adam Aronson of Philly Voicecom, Embiid is dealing with a right ankle sprain, but the injury is not anticipated to be severe enough to prevent him from taking the court. The MVP candidate has demonstrated consistent performance throughout the postseason, averaging 25.2 points, 8 rebounds, and 5.8 assists over 5 appearances in the 2026 postseason, playing an average of 34.2 minutes per game. The New York Knicks secured a significant advantage in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals by strategically exploiting the Philadelphia 76ers' fatigue, a move that analysts suggest was a critical factor in their early success. The Knicks' performance was partly attributed to the road team facing the Sixers less than 48 hours before the series tipped off at Madison Square Garden. Mike Brown's Knicks capitalized on the 76ers' perceived exhaustion, specifically targeting the performance of Joel Embiid. While Embiid is a formidable force when healthy, reports indicated he appeared slower as the Boston series progressed. In Game 1, the Knicks put Embiid in pick-and-roll actions 27 times, an adjustment that Celtics fans reportedly desired to see more from coach Joe Mazzulla during their first-round series. The Knicks' tactical approach yielded tangible results, averaging 1.62 points per direct action when they ran pick-and-rolls involving Embiid as the screener. This demonstrated a calculated, objective success in exploiting the matchup. However, the analysis noted that this figure ranks as the 5th worst result for every game Embiid has defended at least 25 ball screens throughout his career. This willingness by the Knicks to ignore Embiid's reputation for defensive dominance and instead focus on the team's current state, the 76ers' exhaustion, signals a readiness to apply strategic adjustments based on real-time data. Unlike ignoring new information, such as Embiid's mobility concerns following recent surgery, the Knicks have demonstrated an ability to utilize available data effectively. Furthermore, the team has shown adaptability, sticking with successful offensive strategies, such as leveraging Karl-Anthony Towns' playmaking against the Atlanta Hawks. With the 76ers having the same rest period before Game 2 as they did before Monday, observers anticipate the Knicks will continue to challenge Embiid, forcing him into defensive struggles. A recent segment on 12 News featured a discussion surrounding Jaylen Brown's on-court interactions and a specific play involving Joel Embiid. The content highlighted a moment where Jaylen Brown reportedly called out referees and also referenced an instance involving Joel Embiid flopping. The segment posed a question regarding the effectiveness or accuracy of a particular action, questioning whether Brown missed the mark. The report suggests this analysis is part of a broader sports discussion, likely focusing on player conduct and game outcomes. NFL legend Tiki Barber has publicly criticized Philadelphia 76ers center Joel Embiid for making public complaints about injury during the team's playoff run. The comments, which appeared on the Sporting News, centered on the idea that players should not complain about physical ailments, especially when those injuries are significant. Barber, a longtime New York Giants running back and host on WFAN, expressed his frustration, stating, "You play hurt, you have to, especially when it means something to you. You don't complain about it, you just don't. Because if you do, it's like, give me sympathy. It's weak. I don't love that." Barber highlighted Embiid's injury-plagued career, noting that even when healthy, luck has often been against him. He argued that players must maintain a tough demeanor, emphasizing that the team's success should be the focus, regardless of personal struggles. While some fans may find the critique strong coming from an outsider, the report notes that Embiid faced significant challenges, including multiple injuries during the Boston series and further setbacks in Game 7, suggesting he was not at full capacity. The underlying message is that Embiid must perform for the 76ers, as the team's victories will supersede any personal commentary. The article concludes by suggesting that Embiid still has an opportunity to prove his capabilities.